All right, folks, today I want to just quickly talk about, I'm finding agents have come to my office, getting out of the business, super frustrated about what their business is doing. 3, they really are really upset that they're not getting the results they got in other markets or at other times, and they're wondering what's happening. Folks, I want to just really quickly go over a few things that I will tell you that I'm seeing the difference between people producing at the highest level right now, and maybe if you're struggling. But I want to just tell you just a quick thing is that consistency will beat motivation all day. I want you to focus, number 1, on consistency and being consistent at all times as opposed to the result. Now, many get upset because they're like, I need the result. And I'm going to tell you, if you are consistent, you will see the result, but you have to focus on that consistency. I had a rental property, I remember at one time. Well, that property, I remember, it would only produce like $100 a month. And I was super frustrated because it was like, why the heck do I have this rental? $1,200 a year, and everybody moves out, I'm spending more than that. But then over time, I found that I was paying down the balance. I ended up getting the rents went to $200 a month. And then they went to $300. And then they ended up making, so that property was making almost $1,000 in my pocket every single month. And that same property had been paid down from this amount to almost nothing. And over time, I saw that value started compounding. And what was interesting is I was able to sell that 1031 it into another property that was producing $4,000 a month, net cash flow in my pocket. Same property. I didn't have to put a ton more into it, but over time, the consistency of the payments and the market compounded. Look into some of those things in your life and where are you saying that I am not being consistent? Because those are things that are maybe talking to you that you're saying, I know I need to do that, but you need to do it. I talked to a gal recently that was closing almost 30 deals a year, and her momentum had stopped. I asked her 2 questions. What time do you go to bed? And what does your daily schedule look like? And both of them were not in line with what they were doing long ago, because that person was completely different than who they were today. So I want you to think about what is your daily system and what are your daily standards? Because if you're going to bed at 1 o'clock, if you're not prospecting and getting in front of people or breaking bread or figuring out a way to do business development daily and be in contact, as a contact sport is what this business is, the business will die. You have to be in front of people. You have to break bread. You have to be in contact. I don't care if you go to an event and meet 20 people, you do a video that you have hit 20 people, you've got to actually talk to them. Make a video, you've got to talk to them, okay? And I want to just let you know that I'm finding that the folks that are just okay with the mundane, okay with just overtime working through it, they are the ones that are producing at the highest levels. With that, I just want to leave you with 2 things, okay? Long-term thinking and personal accountability. Put in writing exactly what you're looking for. Make a plan of what you need to do every day and give everything and every part, the marrow of your bones, into that item every single day. Be consistent about it. 30, 60, 90 days, do it for a quarter for me. Get up early, take care of yourself physically, get a good meal so that you're feeling good about yourself, not only because you've stacked those wins for the day, you're reading amazing books to fill yourself with energy and good thoughts, with good momentum and a high frequency so you can bring that to other people when you talk to them. And then business build every single morning. Contact at least 20 people minimum a day. Why? Because as you get in front of more people, you see more opportunities. And just try it for a quarter. Do it every single day. If you're having a hard time of accountability, shoot me a message. I need to be held accountable. And that's when it comes down to personal accountability. Make sure that you keep yourself accountable to yourself, because as you stack wins, you're going to find that you get momentum. And when you get momentum, you see that you start winning. You start winning in different parts of your life. You feel physically better. You mentally are more alert. You actually care more, because when you're building that best person, you can actually give that person to others. You feel more genuine. You're more trustworthy. They feel like you have a different vibe that you felt because you've met people. You're like, what is this vibe that I'm getting? Because when you're working on yourself to be your best self, you can now help those people. So be consistent. It'll beat motivation all day long. If you need any help in regards to books to read, things to think about, just things that maybe will help you. For me, my schedule is the same every single day. Weekends, everything. I do it the same. But why? To have consistency so that I can do the things that I want to do to reach the goals I want to reach. Best of luck. If you need anything, reach out. Thanks.